The college football experience, week 12 reaction show. The Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog took up new customers. Play just $5, get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCE SGPN. And remember, as always, folks, too, let it ride.
Hey, it's Scooby right here, aka Shark Dog, listening to SGP and let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college football experience. Week 12 reaction show. Hey, fire college football slate was upon us this past week. And, certain people said last week in the chat, we got our 4 teams. We don't need more. Oh, but Alabama was one of them. We'll talk about that in a second. YouTube.com/The College Experience. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, terrorist pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're going to pay for it. Good night.
Good night. Good morning, good night, good evening. It's that Truman Show shit. Shout out to BYU football. Time isn't a concept with SGPN. They just roll. #1 show on YouTube. Appreciate you, man. And shout out to your Cougs as well, man.
Yep.
I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the College Basketball Experience. And guess what? We had a pretty fire day over there as well. And we got another show going there. Yeah, College Basketball Experience. Will be live later tonight. Later tonight, maybe after midnight. If I can talk, it'd be great. Give it up for former staffer at Austin Peay with the Governors, South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Money Line Mac. What's up, man?
What's up, brother? Yes, another great day in college football. Great weekend in college football, college hoops. This time of year is great, man. Cheers, everybody.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Shout out to It's Eric. I don't watch the NFL, so I did not see the NFL allowing 12 men on kickoff so they can have a holder. Then he sprints off the field.
I didn't see that.
I'll just say this. One of the biggest moments of college football Saturday this past weekend was an onside kick by Georgia and Kirby Smart. You could see the whole reaction from the sidelines to the crowd. Momentum changing play. It was already like the momentum was starting to change, but that was like they had him on the ropes and they just boom connected, and that was the game right there. And I'll go back to something Bill Cowher said. That he said, like, that's coaching. You caught something on film, and to deprive that, like the NFL has done to their bullshit product, you know what I mean, and just turned it into a goddamn, to me, something that does not resemble football, is a damn shame, because that is just what. How about the Super Bowl, the Colts Saints Super Bowl? I think you bring that Super Bowl up. That's the one that's the most memorable play of that whole Super Bowl.
Yeah, the onside kick. Yeah, that won the Saints the game.
100%. What the fuck's going on with my camera?
I don't know. It's going up and down, up and down, up and down. I can tell you, I like to go out on Sundays. I like to have a little Sunday fun day. The NFL happens to be on in the background. I can't tell you what happened today. Like, I don't watch. The NFL sucks.
Yeah.
The more and more I watch it, I'm a Redskins fan. I barely watched that game today. I mean, they do suck, but like, it's the product is bad. The product's bad.
Yeah.
The product's bad.
I think it's just the dumbest. To me, the best way to compare it would be like, it's the dumbest down version of football. Like,
yes,
to me, just, like it's like
it's boring.
It's like listening to the shitty version of any representation of whatever genre you like.
Yeah,
the shittiest version. You know, it's like listen to like, you know, just the most poppy garbage fucking that, you know, the record label created or something. Because like, to me, I'll go college football, I'll go D2 or FCS, D2, D3, NAIA high school before. That's the last thing for me. It's the last straw. But hey, people like whatever the fuck they like. I just think I used to love the NFL with a lot of strong. Yeah. I mean, a very strong amount of like I couldn't miss a fucking game, but they to me have separated themselves more than anything. I mean, even the NBA. See, the NBA I always knew was kind of gimmicky. When Ewing got drafted, you know, like, so it didn't disappoint me that much when, like, you know, I'll just put, I never trusted the NBA fully. You know what I mean? Like, there was always like, why are you doing an NBA draft lottery behind closed doors? You know what I mean? Like, well, that right there is just like, what? You know what I mean? And then like every small market would lose. David Stern. Yeah. So I kind of took that. I mean, I was still a fan of the NBA at one point, but like, I just took it with a grain of salt, being like, yeah, it's got a little WWF to it. The NFL, I loved really, really much at one point. Like, just it wasn't where I love college football, but it was pretty fucking close. I
mean, the NFL, it used to be, my ass has to be in front of a TV right at 1:00, and I'm not missing any of those games. Now I could care less. I mean, it's like that Redskins Dolphins game in Madrid this morning was unwatchable. Don't. I'm not even
from the start.
It's
from
in
the
Madrid.
Start,
like,
dude.
What the fuck?
And I got to hear Roger Goodell say that's the best stadium in the world.
Look, my God.
For maybe for soccer or something. I don't know. I don't know soccer that well, but for football, you can. I would say it's the worst stadium. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, the only thing I'll give it is grass, so it's not the worst, but it just shouldn't be like they've just deleted any part of their history or soul, just one by one. You know, just one by one have deleted all that.
That's got to be the first time ever I've fallen asleep for more than half of the game because it was so boring and just so unwatchable.
Yeah.
It was horrible. The whole thing was horrible.
Yeah. I mean, playing all these fucking games in Europe.
It's ridiculous.
I get into it with, you know, the SGP guys, my buddies, you know, because we would always have this rivalry of college versus pro. And I'm like, you guys are fucking insane. First off, like, college invented the fucking sport. You guys started copying it like 60 years after college got created. But then, like, they would bring up like well, certain conferences play 8 games, other plays 9. And I was like, well, you do have 136 teams, so it's always going to be uneven. But what about this? What about the one team in the NFL or 2 teams? I pinpointed one. I just don't have it off the top of my head that missed the playoffs by a game, right? And they had a home game in fucking London or Munich. How's that fair? How's that fair at all?
It was the Jaguars.
No, one of those years it did. I pulled it up. One of the years the team could have made the playoffs had they had a real home game in their city instead of putting it in fucking, you know, Brazil or some shit. You know what I mean? It's like there's so many of them now. It's just so terrible. It's so terrible. It takes away a home game from the American people. It's fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. And I get mad at college football games in Europe too, but even more so in the NFL. It's just ridiculous. But we're not here to talk NFL, but I don't mind always shitting on it in its current state. But we're here to recap college football. We had a pretty fire week, really fire week from a game point of view and from a gambling point of view. Let's hop into it, buddy. Let's see if the slides are still here.
Hopefully they didn't go anywhere.
Well, you never know. I actually think they might be deleted. No. There it is. Okay.
You're looking live. We're back here.
Yeah. On Thursday, Old Dominion. We nailed this one.
Yep.
Cash in the bank account as ODU destroys Troy. 33-0. We laid the number with these Monarchs. Dude, ODU is good. And I thought this was like the game that was going to like solidify, because all Southern Miss had to do was win. And they clinched the Sun Belt Championship, but they didn't win. So now we're back at the same exact spot we were pre last Thursday. But shout out to the Monarchs, Ricky Ronnie. James Franklin was on the sidelines with Ricky Ronnie there. Yeah. So 33-0 ass whooping. Your thoughts?
Yeah, beat down. And quite a year for Ricky Ronnie and ODU. What 7 wins now with the chance to win an 8th and a 9th game down the stretch.
Yeah. I mean, I think Max still watches the NFL, but I don't think he thinks I don't know that he thought the product was good a year ago. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I watch it because it's football.
It's like Sunday. A part of American society, and like now that you're back out in the going to bars and shit, it's like unavoidable.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you go out on Sundays, like it's gonna be there, but like
it's the same as like going to the fucking club. You know what I mean? If you go to the club, you're trying to get some ass or something, and you go to the club, it's unavoidable. You're gonna hear that song you fucking hate, right? You know what I mean? That's on the radio at the time. You're just like, oh God, here we go. But you start drinking. You don't want to be a complete negative pile of shit. But so you just say, okay, they like it, and that's okay. That's difference in the world is good. But I find their product to be, or this product or that product, whatever, to be bullshit. So
it's just not. It's not even close to college. College football is way better. They're not even close.
It still has soul. I mean, college football. Culture. I would still argue that like college football is not as good as it once was, but it's better in certain ways, like the playoff.
Yeah,
I would say is much better, and hopefully they continue to expand on that. But Anyway, Friday. Oh my God. I'm still hurting from this one.
Bravo.
Walk battle win for Mac as Louisville misses 45 fucking field goals.
What a ridiculous ending.
The missed extra point. What was it? 3 or 4 missed field goals? I can't even remember because Friday seems so long ago. Yeah. What a way for this is just an absolutely brutal loss for Louisville, because you win this, there's a path for you to get to the playoffs, and just the way this thing happened. So, just unbelievable that I lost this fucking game, but shout out to you, because you knew Dabo magic was going to happen here. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, and Clemson tried to give the game away too. I mean,
with the punt. Yeah,
with the punt, what was that?
Louisville fucked up many times. Then Clemson's like, you know what? Give you one more shot. Give you one more shot.
It was like, what the fuck is this game? I mean, for Louisville, you're just kicking yourself. You're sitting there at 7-1 2 weeks ago. You got back-to-back home games against fucking Cal and Clemson, and you lose both. I mean, they lost all 3 games at home this year.
Yeah.
They got nobody to blame but themselves. They should at least be fucking 9-1.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, the Virginia game, I thought, I mean,
killer, man.
They're going to look back at this year and say, we should have been a playoff team.
This was a missed opportunity.
100%. 100%, man.
Yeah. And we think Brom's a good coach, but like you said, this was a missed year, man.
Look, as much as I like him, I think he's great as a dog. They're at SMU as heavy dogs this weekend, but he does have issues when his team is projected to be good against the smaller, like I don't want to say Clemson's a smaller school, but I'm saying
when he's favored.
Not even when he's favored. Like Clemson was a team that was battling to make a bowl game. Louisville's playing to make the fucking championship game. and we saw this before at Purdue, or you could even take it back to last year when they lost at Stanford. You know what I mean? So like, it's been an issue. It's something he's got to address moving forward, because just like anything else, coaches grow into these things. But yeah, it's been a big issue for them. Even a little bit at Purdue, I would say too. One of those years they were projected to be good, or I mean, a bowl team, and they really struggled with some of the down competition there. I think Eastern Michigan got them one game. Then I did, I was forced. These Big Ten people are forced to have us watch this one.
I didn't watch one play of this game.
I watched.
I watched the score.
I watched the first 2 drives, and then I was like, okay, I've seen enough. Let me put it on this.
There was a lot of good college basketball.
Yeah, I was like, let me put it on this Rio Grande basketball game.
Fuck this game. This game is ass.
Now, I will be honest. Anytime there's weekday college football, there was some FCS action too. But I did throw $25 on Minnesota and the points. Did not hit. So by definition, I was a loser on Friday night, because I lost Louisville and I lost Minnesota. Louisville, I actually had actual real money on, but little car wash money here, pissed away here on this Oregon. What's crazy is that's Oregon's second best win of the season right there, record wise.
So what do they got left? USC and Washington now.
All 4 of their best opponents will be the final 4 games of the season. So there's that.
If Oregon gets a split during the playoff?
Yeah. I would say they're fine. Yeah, you split, you're in the playoffs.
Yeah,
as long as you don't lose by like 40. If that's the only way where you could potentially get yourself knocked out of. If you lost like 51-7 to Washington and Seattle, there could be a world where even though they have two losses, that they might say, but I think they're fine. And I almost think that's impossible to do.
And they love Oregon. Oregon's a brand now.
Yeah. Phil Knight will sue him. I have more 10-year-olds making fucking Nikes. He said, you motherfuckers, who do you think you are? Huh? I'll get some kids in Indonesia to fucking sew together some fucking Nikes more if you fucking leave us out. All right. All right, folks. Want to let you know that the that's my transition. Want to let you know that the college football experience does not have 10-year-olds producing our content. Although White Tiger is one, and I'm waiting for him to do all of my work. So looking forward to those days where he can just be sitting in the garage with no AC.
Get those slides done, son.
Get those fucking slides done, son. Get them done. But Daddy, I'm hungry. Fuck off. Right? We'll get you the food later. Finish the slides. You're looking live at the college football experience. I was trying to tell you is we are the college football experience, part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And, I want to let you know that, our buddy CJ Sullivan, who's on our Wednesday night pick show, he has his own podcast where they talk about whatever's topical sports wise. It's called the Bottom Line Bombs. Highly recommend checking out CJ Sullivan's Bottom Line Bombs there, and his live comedy as well. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and whatever's topical. Could be the Kentucky Derby, could be college hoops, NFL, NBA, whatever. So check it out if you love sports. Bottom Line Bombs. All right. Also on YouTube. We're also brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. With Novig, you're getting the best prices because they're an exchange. Novig is available in 35 plus different states. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN there. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, look, Underdog is your home for pick'em entries where you can win up to 5,000 times the amount of money you enter. And Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5, get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCE SGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride. All right, there we go. Shout out to there we go. Yeah. So Friday night, I don't know where the fuck Mac went. He went to go vomit. Feeling the effects of those that ecstasy from yesterday, right?
Yeah, it's coming out of me. Spitballing.
Saturday morning is when we just had just fire right from the fucking start. Good God.
This game is one of the more improbable college football games I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, I was shocked that it was 30-3 at halftime. Look alive, bitches. Hey man, we've been doing so much goddamn content lately. In November, we're always like zombies. All right. I don't even go to the doctor in November. They'll check my blood pressure and shit, and they're just like, what the fuck? You know, it's like that scene in Goodfellas where Ray Liotta shows up to like, I forget why he's at the hospital to wheel somebody else in or something. And the doc takes one look at him and is like, good God, motherfucker, what have you been doing? Right? You get in here, man.
Shows shows nonstop and a lot of alcohol to go with it. How are you doing?
Yeah. This game was phenomenal. South Carolina was up 33. Beamer was firing up the crowd out of the way into the halftime. And then Mike Elko said, guys, let's try. And then they won. Well, first off, we've reached the point, in my opinion, and I know that I feel like a lot of people clash with me on this. I think college football coaches are insane these days. Well, NFL, college, high school, I don't understand why everyone's going for these fourth downs. We saw it in the Ole Miss game. Ole Miss, like right before I want to say it was before the half, had like a 4th and goal from the 3.
Yeah.
And it's like they go for it. They don't get it. And I disagree with the logic. Like, get your points. Like, had South Carolina kicked that field goal instead of go for that 4th and 2, they might have won this fucking game. Because, I mean, sure, A&M had all the momentum. Maybe they score again. I don't know. But I can tell you this, South Carolina's not a very good football team. But A&M was definitely asleep. I know Elko got that extension. We got to look up into that thing. The coaches with the massive extensions the week of. Yeah. I didn't bet this game because unfortunately, Real Money Kramer put this in the contest, which we did terrible this week, by the way. So you guys can rejoice.
CJ let me know all weekend.
Yeah. What'd you guys go?
I think we went 4-3. We didn't do anything crazy.
Yeah.
But to your point, I mean, come on, Beamer. Why are you celebrating like that at fucking halftime?
Yeah.
He's won big games before too.
Me and NC Nick were talking about this weekend. Like, I think if someone had to ask me right now, who would win the national championship to you? I think my pick would be A&M.
And they were down 30-3 to South Carolina.
I think it would be that. I just think
mine's Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, I just think their offensive line is really good, and then like you mix with Elko defensively, who I think is a great game planner. Now I know obviously he was asleep at the wheel here. I think they would be my pick right now to win the national championship if you're forcing me to. Ohio State, sure. I mean, look, we're pissing in the wind a little bit. Indiana, Ohio State are all fantastic football teams. One of the other teams can get hot because the difference between each team it's minimal these days. But yeah, I mean, look, they went into fuck you mode instantly and scored 21 in the third. Marcel Reed threw for 439 yards.
He was so bad in the first half.
Yeah. But then in the second half,
he was awesome. Like in the first half, I thought he should have had 6 interceptions. Like he just kept throwing the ball. It was either a drop or an interception. I'm like, what is wrong with this guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
But he turned it on.
He did. And they got it done because, I mean, not only because of him, like I said, that O-line's fantastic. No matter what running back they throw back there, they can be successful. But I will say this wasn't about the run game. This is about the pass game. This game was strictly about the pass game and just shutting them down in the second half for the most part. They had over 500 yards of offense. what a game. And now like what A&M has some FCS or something. And then, Texas 12-0 on the table, perhaps. Can't wait for that Texas game. Cannot fucking wait for that Texas game. Yeah. Anything else you want to say on this one?
No, I think we hit the nail on the head with a majority of it. I mean, it was a unbelievable game. Just with the way, just being down 30-3 at halftime to an unranked team, and South Carolina. I mean, they played their ass off. They got the turnovers, but this game kind of summed up their season. They've been inconsistent all year and couldn't put two halves together. And Beamer's, is Beamer overrated?
I tend to think so. I kind of thought they caught lightning in a bottle briefly, but I mean, I'm rooting for him, so I mean, I want him to succeed. But
is he on the hot seat next year?
Should be, because they have a new athletic director, so probably next year.
Yeah. I mean, they 3-7 this year, or what? About to be 4-8 when they lose to Clemson again.
I locked them on the win total under. That thing cashed like a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Rob Donaldson. Why are A&M and Ole Miss getting zero scrutiny for nearly losing this weekend, and Michigan and Indiana are getting scrutiny the past 2 weeks? Double standards. Yeah. I mean, that was what they were knocking Virginia with, I thought. And Georgia was playing the same amount of close games as Virginia at that point. At that point, 2 weeks ago, when the first rankings were revealed, it was just like, well, you're using it here, but not here. And you're right. I mean, A&M does have a 3-point win over an Arkansas team that's 2-8,
yeah.
Right? They have a 1-point win over South Carolina, who's 3-7. They have a 6-point win over Auburn, who's 4-6. You know what I mean? Like they have some definitely some questionable win. I mean, they're wins, but you're right. They don't use the same. That's the worst part about the committee. That's how, it's just, that's why we need a bigger playoff is
it's all
the corruption. You know what I mean? Like they don't, you would think if you would say that would be like in the room on a fucking chalkboard being like, yes, we have to stick to this. If we're saying Florida's a good team, then that's a good win for every fucking team that they've lost to, or beat, every time Florida's lost, that team, that's a good win for them. And they don't use that, and they don't use it for whatever. So, before then some people were, when Memphis was like the team to get in, right? In the group of 5, people were saying, no, they don't belong in. Several people, Paul Feinbaum and shit. And it's like, well, wait, you're giving A&M credit for beating Arkansas, but Memphis did the same thing. I think it was about the same deficit, I think, or maybe by 1 or 2 points different.
Selective analysis.
Yeah. So why wouldn't that apply there? Just stupid.
Fit their agenda.
Yeah. I agree. Shout out to depressed Yankees fan. Let's go. So
Yankees suck.
Yeah, man, just coming in, just trying to get in dust ups with the chat. Fantastic game though, 31-30. Just a lot of fun there. Then we had this one. The name is Pick Motherfucking Dundee.
In the Navy.
Had this on the money line. I don't think they ever trailed, did they? If so, it was like 7-0. Navy 41. South Florida 38. Trust me, this is a misleading score. South Florida scored 22 in the 4th. No, Navy never trailed. Never fucking trailed the whole game. Wire to wire. I mean, we got some flack for this one. I saw some comments. We got some flack for this one. I called a 10.5-point dog outright money line. And that is why we do what we do. And that means I sit here and talk football in a garage. But
fuck you to the internet.
Yeah. Easy.
Let's talk about this American, man.
Yeah, we got to talk about this race. We'll talk about the SEC race. I don't want to make it seem like we're not going to talk about A&M potentially there, but the American race is very, very entertaining here down the stretch. So I'm assuming that JMU with Louisville losing, even though JMU just put up major style points
on everybody,
I don't know that there's a path for JMU to get there. I don't think there is. I think like the AAC, the strength of conference. When you look at the Sun, but another thing is Southern Miss lost this past. It was a terrible weekend for JMU because Louisville and Southern Miss lost. You needed them to prop up their schedule, their strength of schedule. I don't know that that's going to be achievable now. I think the winner of the AAC is the playoff team. So that makes the race fucking fantastic. So you have Navy in first place right now. They have played one more game than everybody else. They have the same amount of losses though as the three teams in second place: Tulane, North Texas, and East Carolina. Tulane does have a direct head-to-head win against East Carolina on some bullshit. God, we should have won that game. And then what's that?
So that's your only loss in league play.
And that was a game that like we couldn't get out of our own fucking way, dude. That game they gave us the win on a platter, and we couldn't get out of our own fucking way. Second place, you have South Florida, who needs a lot of help. A lot of help down the stretch. Let's just talk about this race though. So Navy's remaining schedule: Thanksgiving Day at Memphis. Okay, Memphis might be a problem for Navy.
That's a monster game.
Yeah, that is a monster Thanksgiving game, better than any NFL game. But I will say, so let's just assume Memphis wins that game because Navy plays Army the final, in December 13th. That game's irrelevant with the AAC championship. If Memphis wins that game, I think they're still out of the picture, but I do think what they could do then, South Florida still has UAB and Rice. So South Florida, I think, is favored to only lose 2 games, right? So like if everybody else takes another loss, South Florida will be in that mix. The question is, will everyone else take a loss? So let's take a look now at North Texas. Their remaining schedule, which I think they're favored in both, at Rice and home to Temple.
They have the path. I mean,
they do. They do.
Them. Now, those are tough games, though. Those are 2 first-year head coaches.
Well, especially because Temple's head coach coached the entire defense and went up against that team in practice every single day for the past 2 or 3 years when they were at Sam Houston State. So that makes it very, very intriguing there. Then you have, let's talk about Tulane for a second. Tulane's remaining schedule, I think they're favored in their games. They're at Temple and home to Charlotte. The Temple game. Temple could really be a fucking thorn. Casey Keeler. And Temple needs 1 win to make a bowl. Right? Aren't they at 5? Yeah. Temple has everything to play for. Has everything to fucking play for. And then you have ECU, which has at UTSA and at Florida Atlantic. Here's where it gets interesting. I don't know this to be fact because the tiebreaker thing, but hypothetically here, let's say we have a 3-way or 4-way tie at the top of the conference. I do believe they might be looking at common opponent record. Common opponent record might be a factor here. So that, and I like I said, I might be, maybe I'm fucking up and I can't remember the AAC and I was thinking of the Mountain West. Very much possible. I didn't pull up the tiebreaker rules, but if that's the case, another thing it could be is points for and points against. Some conferences do that.
Is the worst case scenario for the league if ECU wins it? Because they already have 3 losses?
Potentially. I mean, their losses though are to BYU, who might make the playoffs. NC State, who's I think going to be a bowl team, and Tulane. So I mean, but yeah obviously you'd want to have the most So potentially that, I think so. You're probably right. That's probably the worst case scenario for them. But it also could be, and remember, this is intriguing because the home games, their conference championships, a home game. You know what I mean? They don't have a neutral site location. I'll tell you this. I need to find out the tiebreaker because I was like, ECU and Navy could get cold there. Even Denton, Texas could get cold. Tulane will be hot, but if you had to place a wager right now on what is the AAC championship game, what do you think it is?
I think it's going to be North Texas versus Navy.
Rematch
when North Texas got them. But I think, I guess it would be back in Denton.
Yeah, because of the tiebreaker, right?
Yeah. Because I think Tulane's going to drop one of those. Who's ECU got left?
UTSA and Florida Atlantic.
Fuck, it might be them.
UTSA could get them though. UTSA is playing for a bowl as well. Now UTSA's remaining schedule.
Is that in the dome?
It is in the dome.
Yeah.
I almost think that's a trappy game. If we get through UTSA, I think we'll get Florida Atlantic, but you never know with this coach. You know what I mean? Like there's games where we haven't looked great. So, but hey, I can tell you this. Don't let us get a conference game where we're hosting.
That place should be lit on a Friday night.
Yeah. They stormed the field this past weekend. So
I know. Dude, if they're hosting on that Friday night, December the 4th, we'll be down there.
And you want to know how that would happen? That would be Navy loses to Memphis on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
That would be Tulane loses at Temple, right?
Yep.
And then guess what? I don't know what they would do with North Texas ECU.
Yeah, who would have the tiebreaker?
Because they didn't play.
I kind of think it might be North Texas to ECU, actually, the more I'm looking at it.
That would be interesting, though, because how do you decide that? North Texas has a better overall record, but I don't think they give a shit about overall record because the non-con, ECU's non-con's much harder than North Texas. I don't know. It's intriguing. But shout out to the Midshipmen for cashing for us on just and making it chaotic in the AAC.
It's gonna be great. I mean, there's so many scenarios still left. How many teams can make the championship game? 6?
6, I think, right now.
Wow. 6
can make it right now. They just need everything to break right for them.
Yeah.
2 weeks left. Yeah. I mean, we also have, so look, you had a 31-30 A&M South Carolina game, a 41-38 Navy South Florida game. And then this fucking game at awesome Wrigley Field. They should do more college football games at Wrigley Field. If you're going to go neutral, enough of this Mercedes-Benz bullshit. Do Wrigley or Fenway. Those are, or, even Yankee Stadium. Yeah. I like that bowl game they did in San Diego at that stadium. But
Camping Yards one year too.
They should do those cities just to honor that shit, the history of the game. This game was hilarious. Michigan wins 25-22 in an absolute dogfight. Michigan had almost 500 yards of offense, but they had a shit ton of turnovers.
Yep.
Northwestern only had 245 yards of offense, but they had the lead late in this fucking game. I mean, they had the lead. Michigan made a field goal to take the lead with 2 seconds left. So, Daniel Cady in the chat, has Michigan beat anyone? That is pretty hilarious that they're going to make the playoffs probably.
If they beat Ohio State. I mean, if they get in, it's because they beat Ohio State.
I mean, let's just talk about this for a second. Shout out to Shay Griffin giving us $5. Their best wins would be Nebraska and Washington.
That's a very good resume.
Well, what's crazy is Nebraska and Washington, they're probably going to have winning records. I mean, Washington is 7-3, and Nebraska is 7-3 as well. But let's be honest. I don't know. Like, to me, they're like 500 good. Right? They should be in a bowl game, but I'm not saying Michigan. I'm saying Washington and Nebraska. I don't see any difference with them and NC State or, some other 500 teams in the other conference, Kansas. If Kansas plays Nebraska right now, who the fuck would you take? I would take fucking Kansas.
I'd take Kansas.
Now, if Kansas played Washington, I don't know. I might take Washington.
Depends where the game's played. But to your point, man, Michigan's in the driver's seat. They just have to beat who? Maryland, and then they got to beat Ohio State
at home.
That's what it comes down to.
Even if they lose that, they'd be 9-3, and they get so many eyeballs. I can't rule them out of the playoffs, dude.
With Oklahoma winning this weekend, though, I don't see how they would get in over them if they lost.
No, they could both get in, though.
I think we're running out of 3 lost teams, though.
Oklahoma has only 2 losses, buddy.
Yeah, I think that we're running out of teams the more and more you look at it. I don't know if we'll get a 3-loss team in this year.
Really?
I thought originally we were going to, but I thought Oklahoma might lose to Alabama this week.
Okay, right. So we have Indiana and Ohio State in the Big Ten championship. Both those 2 are in. We're down to 10 teams now, right?
Yep.
Right now it's Alabama and A&M. All right, we're down to 8 teams. That's the SEC championship right now. Alabama and A&M, right?
Yep.
We're down to 8 teams. Your ACC champ, let's just say it's Georgia Tech, 7 teams, right?
Yep.
Texas Tech wins the Big 12, 6 teams.
Yep.
Notre Dame, which I don't know that I agree with, 5 teams. And then your AAC champ down to 4 teams. You have 4 teams, and Georgia will be one of them, right?
Yep.
Knocks it down to 3 teams. You also know Oregon will be one of them. Knocks it down to 2 teams. 2 teams. And they're gonna both have 3 losses or 2 losses. Oklahoma right now would be in. I think Oklahoma would be. It's probably Oklahoma and Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is 10-1 right now. They're not going to have.
They could lose to the Egg Bowl though, but yeah, you're right.
But they'd be 10-2. They only have 1 game left, so they're in. Ole Miss.
Yeah, Oklahoma could still lose 2 games. I expect them to win, but Missouri and LSU are capable of beating you.
There's another 2-loss team in the SEC.
Vandy. So you tell me a 2-loss team is going to be fucked over here? And there's another scenario out there. What if BYU runs the table?
Yeah, it goes 11-1.
All they have left is what? Cincinnati and UCF.
Yeah, if they go 11-1, they should be in.
Well,
Texas Tech.
That's what I'm saying. You also have another scenario if Georgia Tech beats Georgia down the stretch.
They'd be 11-1.
Imagine if Georgia Tech beats Pitt and Georgia. Pitt is a team that boosts their resume some because they're like 7 wins or whatever. And then Georgia, if they beat Georgia, and say they lose by a field goal in the ACC championship to Virginia, you're going to leave the Jackets out with 2 losses and a direct win over Georgia, who has 2 losses.
That's what I mean. I don't think we're going to have a 3-loss playoff team this year.
I think we'll get 1. I think we'll get 1 or 2, but that's crazy because you're going to have to decide. Someone's going to be super pissed off. It's because it's between these schools, right? It's between Texas potentially, USC. I guess it could be Oregon, but I don't think it's going to be Oregon.
It could be Oklahoma and it could be Michigan.
And can I also throw in that there's a shot Nebraska goes 9-3. They have they're at Penn State and then home to Iowa.
Yeah, they're not getting in though.
I'm just saying it's still like a team with a lot of history.
Yeah,
it was once a big time name brand. If you're 9-3, now they have a direct loss to Michigan. They're not getting in, so it'll be Michigan.
Michigan can't get in over Oklahoma.
Michigan, Oklahoma, USC would be the ones fighting for this, and Tennessee too.
Michigan can't get in.
Or Vandy. Tennessee or Vandy, right?
Michigan got their ass beat by Oklahoma and USC.
Yeah.
Michigan.
But this is where the corruption. Michigan is a huge fucking draw financially.
Michigan, you want to go to the playoff, beat Ohio State for a 5th straight year. That's your path. Because the rest of your resume blows.
Yeah, should be high drama. That once again, more proof that the season's actually more. It's better now with more teams allowed to the playoffs. They got the win. Great setting there at Wrigley. That was a fun watch. Next up, what the hell was this? Man, you fucking losers. 14-6. Let me ask you something. I was watching this game, had it on one of the screens. I think Avery Johnson might transfer out of K-State this year.
Good. They'll be better without him. He's terrible. We know
Dylan Edwards is already gone. He's a childhood best friend of Avery Johnson. K-State's 5-5, Mac. To get to a bowl, they have to beat either Utah or Colorado.
They'll beat Colorado.
And get 6-6. Okay. Still, if they play like this, I don't know that they'll beat Colorado. I'll tell you that. Yeah. You play that bad. You could lose that game, but yeah, I kind of got them getting it done too. Notre Dame Pitt. I'll give you credit, man. This thing was over in the first, within 30 seconds of the game. You had not kicking off, but at the end of at first, 80% of the first quarter, you're like, okay, Pitt can hang with them. Then Jeremiah Love has a 70-yard touchdown, and then the very next play was a pick six, and that's when I knew. I was like, okay. It's over. It's over. That's Notre Dame's second best win.
Yeah. They'll get in. They're going to get in 10-2. The moment was too big for Pitt.
Would you put Notre Dame in over Vandy?
Am I making the decision, or is the committee making the decision?
No, if you're making the decision, because I think Vandy's resume would be better.
Vandy's resume is way better. I keep saying, all these fucking idiots in the chat would be like, you can't leave out Notre Dame. It's the Notre Dame brand and name and ratings. They haven't beaten anybody.
USC would be their best win.
USC? I mean, come on.
Well, another thing is their losses. The A&M loss looks great, though. But the Miami loss, you could be looking at potentially, a 4-loss Miami team. You know? So,
Vandy lost 2 tough road games at Alabama and at Texas. That's their only blemishes on the resume.
Yeah. I mean, some fan base is going to get completely fucked over. And I don't think it'll be Notre Dame's. Next up, we had UTSA Charlotte. Hey, cash this one. 28-7. Got it done. Charlotte's fucking terrible. Tim Albin 1-9. They got, who they got next? Georgia on the road and Tulane on the road. So 1-11 first year for Tim Albin. Woo! Your thoughts, Moneyline McIntyre, on the Tim Albin beginning?
I like Albin,
at the clit.
Coach.
He'll get it, but it'll take some time.
1-11 is a tough start, though.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
Shout out to UTSA. They needed that one and they got it. Eastern Michigan, Ball State. We nailed this one. We didn't bet this, or I didn't bet this. You might have.
I had Ball State.
EMU goes to 4-7 with Western on deck. They're gonna go 5-7. Some of these fans wanted him fired. He did all right. The Long Island loss is the true blemish.
I know. He would have got to a bowl if he'd just be long.
I know. Brutal. Anyway, shout out to EMU there. Next up, Air Force UConn. I did bet this. I did lose, but man, I kind of thought we were on the right fucking side here.
This one was painful.
Let me see here. I mean, UConn did. I would say at halftime, I felt pretty fucking good about our chances of hitting this on the money line. It was 9-7 at halftime, but Air Force, I felt like had outgained him. Second half, UConn definitely put it on them. Yeah, actually, Air Force did outgain them by fucking 11 yards. I mean, this is just Air Force. Air Force is probably the best 3-7 team in the country.
Yeah. Yep, they're like Kansas last year.
Yeah,
It's been a snake-bitten year for the old Falcons.
Yeah.
Can't believe they didn't cover this game.
Shout out to UConn though. 1 game left. Florida Atlantic this weekend. They have a bye the final week of the year. 9-3. Hey, they're gonna be a 9-3 team.
9-3, hell of a year.
That's why we need a bigger playoff. We need these Huskies to get in there. Let's go. Yeah, we lost on that one. Next up, we had Arizona Cincy. I lost on this one too, actually. Okay, we got to talk about. Yeah, shout out to Brent Brennan. People thought he was a bad coach. I don't know why, but I did think they would lose here. So the Big 12 race is BYU, Cincy. I'm sorry, Texas Tech. We know is pretty much a slam dunk, we think, because they have the tiebreaker on Utah. However, Houston, I think, has a chance. Arizona State, I think, has a chance because they have a direct win against Texas Tech.
Yep.
And I don't believe they've played BYU.
They have not.
I think Utah's eliminated, right? Because they have a loss to Texas Tech and BYU. They need both them to lose twice. So
yeah, well, and Tech only has 1 game left.
Yeah, so Utah's not technically eliminated. They just need, which is, it's possible just because sometimes BYU, but I don't think UCF will win at BYU. So I would say this Cincy BYU game this weekend, chances are the winner of that game is probably going to play. Actually, no, because Cincinnati would lose at TCU the final week of the season. Watch. Here's what happens. Cincinnati beats BYU this weekend. And then they lose at TCU. and then you figure it out after that. BYU and Houston and Arizona State would have the same record, assuming they don't play each other. No, Houston beat Arizona State. I don't know how the fuck they figured this shit out. These conferences are too big.
The Big 12.
Yeah. Do you think BYU will go into Nippert and beat Cincinnati? Because I don't have a lot of confidence in that.
No, I don't have a lot of confidence. I think it'd be a 1-possession toss-up game.
Yeah. I kind of hope we get a BYU Texas Tech rematch, but I don't know. You almost wanted Cincinnati. If you're a BYU fan, I think you wanted Cincinnati to beat Arizona this past week.
Yeah,
and then,
win.
Yeah. Now though, they're like, oh fuck, we got to win this. Yeah. Shout out to Arizona though. What is Arizona? Arizona is 7-3. And they're home to Baylor this week, which we need to talk about. That job might open. And then at Arizona State. Could they get to 9?
Definitely.
I almost think 8 is likely.
I think they're going 8-4. It's a nice bounce back year.
Yeah.
I mean, Arizona's got the thing going in the right direction now. I know Fafita will graduate, but still, Brendan, I think he's a good coach, and they flipped the narrative here. Yeah.
Shout out to Brent Brennan. I knew that it was a good hire. These fucking idiots. Next up, we have Wisconsin, Indiana for the first half. I did bet this and I lost money. Actually 3 in a row I lost money on. There you go. What the hell was the first half? What the hell was that, Mac?
Asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, 10-7 at the first half. For the Wisconsin passing attack, they did throw for 98 yards. So we're getting back to what they should be.
Now all of a sudden they're covering ever since they started playing that way.
Yeah. Shout out to the Hoosiers who are going to go undefeated. Any chance? So what does Indiana have left? I know Purdue's one of them.
That's it. They're 11-0.
Oh yeah, they're undefeated. All right. Great Purdue. Fucking second year. Unbelievable second year, actually, man. When you really think about it. Unbelievable second year. Next up, we had this. We did cash on this one. I took Arkansas and the points. They still found a way to lose this game, which is classic. LSU 23, Arkansas 22. I think it's time Arkansas is 2-8, but if you look at their losses, you ready for this?
They cover every game.
6-point loss at Ole Miss, right, where they had the ball at the Ole Miss 30-yard line and fumbled. 1 point loss to Memphis in a game they were in field goal range to win the game and fumbled. Okay, the Notre Dame game they got destroyed, but at Tennessee they lose by 3. Against Texas A&M they lose by 3.
Hilarious.
Against Mississippi State they lose by 3, and against LSU they lose by 1. They're 9 points away from being a playoff team.
I know, and instead they're 2-8.
Yeah, unbelievable. They cover for us though. We got home here. Road Rash face. All I'm saying is this: there's going to be a lot of job openings. Bobby Petrino, I don't think is getting the Arkansas job anymore, but somebody out there,
give him a call.
I'm just trying to think of what jobs are going to be opening, because you got to think that a Conference USA job or something he could do fine at. I'm just trying to think what the hell else would be open. I thought Arkansas State might open, but I don't think it's going to open now. So
I guess Butch keeps doing enough.
The North Texas job could open because Eric Morris could get hired somewhere else. But I think that job's throwing too much money in to get Petrino. Petrino needs he needs the ULM job, but that's not going to open because that guy is the athletic director, right, Vincent?
He needs that Missouri State job. That is nephew.
That is, yeah. He's got to come in there and just weed him out. Shout out to LSU for getting this win. Next, Bobby Petrino to UAB. The shoe would fit there. It would. He would actually kill it there, in my opinion.
Yeah, it'd be good.
W, you won a lock battle here. Get the fuck out of here with this one too. What was the score? This was 22 to fucking. What was the score? I stopped watching this and I didn't even realize this fucking comeback. What was it? It was 22 to 10, right? 22 to 10 in the beginning of the fourth quarter. And I'm laying 9.5. I thought I had this. Didn't I get 8.5? I might have got 8.5. What the hell happened here late?
West Virginia.
It's just the game was completely out of reach, and then West Virginia came just.
Yeah, I mean, the Mountaineers outgained them. The Mountaineers outgained them by 100 in the fucking first quarter. They just couldn't finish drives in the red zone. And then they got 2 big drives in the fourth quarter. Arizona State found a way, made a field goal. Entertaining game. I mean, it was. If you're just a football fan, this was a fun watch, and the Mountaineers have gotten a lot better over the last month.
Of course, man.
You're like I keep saying. I hope everybody in the fucking chat gets their little fucking corny ass fucking jackass jokes in now, because the Mountaineers are going to be good next year. I can guarantee that. With Scotty Fox coming back with Rich Rod year 2.
Yeah, they will.
I mean, they're competing with Arizona State and Tempe now. I mean, they already beat Houston a couple weeks ago. They're a new team.
They're going to be a bowl team next year for sure.
Shit, they're going to be Houston next year. They're going to be what Houston is next year.
I got to see the schedule, but I think so. I think no matter what, they'll have a winning year. No matter what, they'll have a winning year. But so I'm trying to see the Arizona State path here. So they need BYU.
They were talking about it on TNT. Yeah, they need BYU
to lose, right? Just one game though.
Yep.
Because they didn't play each other. So then I don't know what the hell they do then. So if BYU loses to Cincinnati this weekend, and then Cincinnati loses to TCU, I still think they need Houston to lose. Houston has a bye.
They need the Mountaineers. They need the Mountaineers to beat Texas Tech in the final game.
Because they have the tiebreaker.
Yeah, which could happen. In Morgantown,
Houston also is home to TCU and at Baylor. They're capable of losing to any of those teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think they could go 2-0, but they could also go 0-2. So, yeah, I mean, I guess who the fuck knows? They're still very much alive, in my opinion. So, yeah, shout out to Kenny Dillingham and company. Oregon State, Tulsa. I cashed on Tulsa. I knew Trey Lamb's message to his team was going to get through because he was super pissed.
Right.
Dominic Richardson, the former Oklahoma State running back, ran for 166 in a score. I mean, your thoughts?
Not many. Don't have much thoughts. Year to forget for Oregon State.
They should hire Bobby Petrino, but they won't. They don't want a
Oh
scumbag.
God, that'd be a great hire.
That would be a great hire.
You need somebody that's a fucking motherfucker outside the box hire.
That would be. I know that there's been rumblings on Twitter about like Orgeron. I that would be incredible for content. I just don't see it happening.
UCLA should hire him.
I think they're gonna end up with like, I could see them with like Eric Morris or something. I don't know that he would leave that for Oregon State though. I don't know. You're almost looking for like a retread. Gundy, that's the one. Gundy should do it. Shout out to Tulsa though for getting that win. Tennessee Tech was undefeated in the FCS, not any longer because Kentucky rolled them 42-10.
Stoops needs one more game for a bowl.
Well, yeah, one more win. I'm sorry, Kentucky fans.
They're going to beat Louisville to get it.
At Vanderbilt and at Louisville.
They're going to beat Louisville. And he's going to be back next year.
Well, I think he gets a crazy amount of money if he makes a bowl too. So, North Texas was at UAB. They won 53-24. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, North Texas, shout out to them, man. Right there to make the playoff.
Yeah. Marshall, Georgia State. I took Marshall and the points here. I did not bet it, but it did not hit as Marshall. Dude, how about Marshall though? Their one went away from a bowl game. Now it's at Appalachian State and home to Georgia Southern. But you think I kind of expect them to go 6-6 and make a bowl? How about you?
Yeah, I agree. It's a great year for Gibby and company. I mean, they replaced
unbelievable. I actually think it's one of the better coaching jobs in the country.
He's a good coach.
Yeah,
he's a good coach, and he's a perfect fit there. Considering
what they lost, I would say they did a very good job. They really overachieved their expectations. So, shout out to Marshall. UTEP. Do you want to talk about the opposite of Marshall? It's UTEP and Scotty Walden as they went to Missouri State and got drilled. Scotty Walden is now what, 2-8?
Shit. With hot seat.
They're going to go 3-9. That seat is going to be piping hot next year as they enter the Mountain West.
How about Missouri State 7-3?
And they filed that petition to be a part to go bowling.
Fuck,
they should.
The league.
What's their remaining schedule? Kennesaw and La Tech. They're at least going 8-4.
Hilarious.
I think they're going to go 8-4. That's a great. I told you, FCS teams. They know what the fuck they're doing. Yep. Colorado State, New Mexico. We did lose money on this one, but New Mexico got that win. 7-3, 20-17 final score. They have Air Force and San Diego State left. They're going to beat San Diego State on the 28th of November. I don't know if they beat Air Force though. Kind of like Air Force. They're going to go. He's going to win 8 wins this year. I'll say that. Feel decent. 8 wins for New Mexico, which is fucking what a first year. Give the guy a lifetime contract.
Yeah.
Colorado State. That's where Bobby Petrino could go. I saw they were interviewing Tim Plow though, or they wanted to talk to Tim Plow, the UC Davis coach, and they wanted to talk to somebody else. Oh, Jason Eck, but I think Eck told him he wasn't interested. So,
gotta love Eck. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
dude, he's a good coach. Great hire by the Lobos. Great year.
Yeah, unbelievable. And then I cashed on this. The Wahoos. Is this a lock battle?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Score one for Dundee with the Wahoos, 34, Duke 17.
It's an ass whipping.
Dude, Duke's defense, they have guys that I'm told will be in the NFL, like 3 or 4 guys. How the fuck have they been this bad this year?
Like, almost 600 yards of offense.
It's been a lot of games, dude, that they've really struggled. And knowing that's Manny Diaz's forte and knowing that Penn State might hire him, I don't know about that. So what? The Wahoos have Virginia Tech left. Win and you're in. At home in Charlottesville. This is going to be so hilarious when they fucking lose.
Lose this game.
What's that?
Are they going to lose this game?
I don't think so, but I mean, it's a rivalry game. Virginia Tech's won what 21 of 22 or something, or 24 of 25. So at that point, it's got to be a little bit psychological.
Oh my God! If they lose this game, this would be one of the worst losses in UVA history if they lose this game.
And Duke is 5-5 with Carolina and Wake left. They got to get one of these to go bowling. I feel like Duke is way better than 5-5.
Yeah, but they don't finish games.
I mean, it's actually like if you tell me like what's Duke's record, I'd be like, oh, they got like 7 wins. 5-5. Interesting. They've had issues, man. To me, Duke, you still get you win a 6 game, you get to a bowl, you pay Mensa a lot to come back, and you're still in a good spot. But man, it's been disappointing. Should have beat a lot of these teams. You should have beat a lot of these teams on your schedule this year that you didn't beat. So, yeah. If Virginia gets to the ACC championship,
I can't believe we're saying this.
I like their chances to take down Georgia Tech, dude. Let me explain myself.
Is Virginia really going to be in the fucking playoff? Like, God, that pisses me off.
Let me just explain myself here.
Like Virginia. I don't like Tech. I don't like Virginia.
Georgia Tech will be off of the Georgia game, and I think they can beat Georgia, right?
I agree. I think Virginia could actually get to the playoff, which is fucking crazy to say.
Well, I mean, look, if Georgia Tech loses to Georgia, I can see that. I mean, look, it's Virginia. Georgia Tech should be favored against Virginia, but I just think there's enough there. Georgia Tech doesn't really get the big play much offensively, right? And their pass defense is 107th. 107th. This is where I mentioned that Virginia has a 7th-year quarterback, right? And that offense has guys. If you watch this game,
they have players.
Their offense is not the problem. It has been the defense of the Wahoos that has been the issue. The offense has some guys, so I could totally see Virginia knocking off the Jackets in the ACC champ. What if both teams got in? Honestly, if Georgia Tech beats Georgia, I don't think it matters if they win you're not going to keep a 2-loss team out, especially when they have a direct win against the other 2-loss team, which would be Georgia. You think they would keep a 2-loss Georgia Tech team out?
Yeah.
With a direct win over Georgia?
I do.
I mean, that's a hard sell.
I don't think they care. I think their agenda is pretty clear on what they want to do.
Yeah. I mean, Georgia Tech should have beat Georgia last year in Athens.
I know.
I mean, I think everybody knows that.
I kind of think Georgia's going to smack Georgia Tech this year.
Yeah, I can see it too, especially because it's in that filthy dome.
Yes,
but
it's karma for playing in that fucking dumbass dome. And it'll be like, Georgia Tech, you ruined your season by playing there.
So let's say hypothetically Virginia's on the road. Wait, can a conference champ be on the road or are they hosting? I know they changed the rules this year. I know you're not a top 4 team, but I think, do you clinch a home game?
No, because Clemson was at Texas last year.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, it's a top, and they got rid of that completely. So Virginia
so they would be probably playing. I don't know. Probably playing at Georgia or some shit, right?
Oh my God, they'll get killed. They're gonna get killed.
I mean, Virginia's offense can fly. It's the defense that I have issues with. The offense has got some guys. I'm just wondering what it does long term for Virginia. If Virginia was to play a playoff game this year, they have money, and I think this is the fear I think from a lot of the Southern schools, long term, not like overnight, is that I know the passion is heavier in the South than a lot of these, but I'll tell you this: the pockets are bigger at a lot of these other universities. And like Virginia, if they just go in, they have a shit ton of money. I think more than most think. And And I just wonder what that would do for if they have a playoff team, what could that do for their belief in throwing money into their university, into their football program? You know?
Could be interesting.
Yeah. Iowa, USC, cashed here. There's another lock battle against you bozos. Took you guys down twice. Iowa should have won this fucking game. An inch of blade of grass.
I wish Iowa won outright.
Dude, if there was another inch on the football field, they would have won that game.
It's like the worst case scenario. USC doesn't cover, but they win.
I was wondering if Gronowski can get one more year from the NCAA if he sues.
I hope so.
If they bring him back, like he's starting to get that offense some. Yeah. Anyway, USC, are they going to make the playoffs, Mac?
No, they're going to lose to Oregon.
That's another thing is if USC beats Oregon, then they only have 2 losses.
Then they have the tiebreaker over Oregon too.
Yeah. And then UCLA could do the funniest thing ever.
Nico back.
Next up, we had Penn State. No, we did eat shit on this one. All of us went with Michigan State in the points. Jonathan Smith, is he going to get fired? I think it's on the table still.
Yeah, I'm starting to think it's on the table too. I mean, they're getting killed in these games now.
Yeah. Well, that's one that could end up somewhere else that I think could be really good.
That'd be a great job for Brian Kelly. Michigan State.
That would be. And he's familiar. He was at Grand Valley State.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Central Michigan he was at. That would be a great hire. Next up, we had Oklahoma and Alabama. Boom.
Over Sooner.
Myself and Moneyline Mac did lock up the Oklahoma Sooners. But I thought Alabama. Remember the guy in the chat last week? I know that's for the Database Top 25 episode. He was like, "No, we should only do a 4 players. We know the 4 best teams in the nation right now. We don't need to play all these other games." And I said, "Okay, well, tell me what the best 4 teams are." Right? And he said Ohio State. What was the funniest thing was he said Ohio State and Alabama 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Alabama just lost at home in a game. Did they only have the lead for like 10 seconds?
Yeah, they got hit in the mouth early. I know they ended up winning the box score, but
when you have an 80-yard pick six, you're going to win the box score.
Yeah, they didn't look good, man. They kind of came out flat a little bit, and Oklahoma's beating them now. What, 5 in a row in this series?
No, didn't Alabama got them in the playoffs one year, right? Didn't Alabama fuck them? Maybe that was LSU I'm thinking of.
I know Oklahoma beat them in a bowl game one year too.
Yeah, I do remember that too. I wanted to check something here.
I mean, back while you're checking that, back to that idiot's point. He said Texas A&M is by far a top 4 team too. They're just down 30-3 to fucking South Carolina.
I mean, and I do believe they're top 4. They're deserving of top 4, but I still believe anyone's capable. Like, if you're at home giving up 30 at halftime to South Carolina, that means 40 fucking teams could beat you. You know what I mean?
What about Indiana? I mean, they almost lost to Penn State last weekend.
Yeah.
And they give it Saturday. By the way, who's going to win the Heisman?
It's got to be Mendoza still, I think. It's got to be Mendoza. I wanted to check this though. Part of my reason on why I took Oklahoma, and I mentioned this, was I know Oklahoma's offense was trash. Okay, they only put up 212 yards of offense, and I just thought they would. Alabama's kind of like a Pac-12 team, dude. Like the way they play, they're kind of a pussy team, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They ran for just 80 yards. I just thought the physicality of Oklahoma could be an issue. I really did. And what did I say? Like Oklahoma's D-line, which is one of the best D-lines in college football, is going to give them a very hard time. Well, they got first off, they blitzed 30 out of the 48 dropbacks for Ty Simpson. right? 30 out of the 48, 62.5% blitz rating. And I was trying to find the exact number on QB pressures. I remember them saying at the half they had 11 QB pressures. So I'm assuming it was somewhere around 20. And trust me, when you do that and you cannot run the ball and you're forced to throw back, and like Ty Simpson's played good this year. I don't want to take anything away from the kid, but he ain't great. I'll tell you that. When you anybody that would get beat that bad on the O-line or, just had that much of a hard time, you're going to look bad. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to look bad against Oklahoma's D-line and defense. But, yeah, I mean, that Bama's thing, and look, I've said this a lot. I kind of want Bama to win the national championship. I like Kalen DeBoer. I have a future. They're my preseason pick, so I look like a fucking genius. I would tend to think, I just think they're the team I would short of the group of 5 champ, whoever wins that.
They're soft.
I actually think that I would take a lot of other schools over Bama to win the Natty.
I agree. They're soft.
Yeah. And they're just so one-dimensional and they have major flaws. Yep. Their run defense is trash. They can't run the ball. Like when you look at some of the other teams in the playoffs right now, like Georgia, A&M, even Vandy, which I think Vandy's flawed, but I think Vandy, it's not as obvious. Like Vandy's flawed with the big play. I would say their offense struggles to make the big play, but at least it's kind of balanced. You know what I mean? Like Alabama, exactly what they want to do and what they can't do. I don't think that's a recipe for winning national championships.
I agree.
So, we'll see. We'll see. Shout out to Oklahoma, man. And don't let these other people tell you that Alabama, if they play it again, I mean, look, I respect Bud Elliott. I do, and I like his show. I think he's a good college football mind. But I did see him tweet out that their Alabama's net or something improved or whatever because of this, and if they played again, the number would be larger. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's like, what are we doing here? Hypothetical, if they played again, they only played one time.
Who cares?
Turnovers are a part of the game. That was part of what I thought would happen in this game. I thought Oklahoma would fuck them up on the line of scrimmage, force them into turnovers because Ty Simpson wouldn't get enough time. They can't run the ball, so they must pass the ball. And that's exactly what happened. And I don't buy into that if they played again, Alabama wouldn't. No, I don't think so. I think Alabama would still struggle to move the ball, still make turnovers. Now, maybe with the tape, they'd study it and make some adjustments. Oklahoma beat them last year and whooped their ass.
With no quarterback.
Yeah.
What do you mean they would beat him again? Based off of what?
Yeah.
They haven't beat him yet.
DeBoer struggles against Venables. That's just what we can deduce from this. So I have issues with that tweet because I just think that that's just a dumbass logic for looking at the whole college football. Oh, what they played again. Okay. Well, if you did that the whole fucking season, then
why the fuck?
Yeah. It's like, what are we doing here? What the fuck are we talking about?
Okay. So, then put Miami as a 1 seed.
Yeah.
What are we talking? Yeah.
It's just, I saw that tweet and I was like, okay, good God, man. What are we doing here? Next up, Georgia Tech ball. I knew this. You jumped on with me, right?
Yeah, fucking CJ was arguing.
CJ, we battled him, right?
Yeah, he doesn't know this.
Boston College almost won this fucking game. They had the lead. They were up majority of this game. BC in the 16.5. Cash for us. Hey, the Jackets made the plays when they had to.
I know they're in the driver's seat. They got one more, and then Georgia.
They win Pitt. They're in the ACC championship.
Yep.
They win Pitt and Georgia. I think they'd have a great argument. I don't understand how they wouldn't make the playoffs because they would have to be directly going up against Georgia, and they would have the head-to-head. But we'll see. Shout out to us for the BC pick. How about ULM earlier in the year? They had some good things going, but that washed away.
Good run.
What was the final score on this game? Why can't I find this score? 26-14. South Alabama is another team that I think is better than their record, but yeah, shout out to South Alabama for getting that win. Next up, Texas State Southern Miss. This one. This one.
Well, I don't get. They break my head cold, but they're counting down 7-6-5.
I mean, just when I think we're in a spot to cash our, I mean, I know we cashed our win totals. I also have a ticket for Southern Miss to make the Sun Belt Championship, and I have one of them ticket for them to win the Sun Belt Championship.
This game made no sense.
With Troy losing on Thursday, I was like, we have cashed this. All we have to do is beat Texas State with a bunch of their guys suspended. No, Texas State was actually up 27-0 at halftime. What was this, dude?
Got killed
on the road. What?
Make it make sense.
Yeah, I know. So I guess I know they went to they had the backup quarterback. Landry Liddy. What's his name? Didn't start. Their starting quarterback, the transfer from Tulsa, not Braxton Miller. Their fucking starting quarterback. You know what I'm talking about. The guy that was all conference last year. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now.
For Southern Miss?
Yeah. Tulsa. He started at Tulsa the year before.
Braylon Braxton.
Braylon Braxton. I was thinking.
Yeah.
He didn't play. He didn't play. So maybe that's the reason. But still,
why didn't he play though?
You would think. I mean, did they think they had it in the bag? I don't know. Next up, we have this game was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Bro, JMU is a whacking.
58-10. And this is a game that JMU has had problems with over the past few years. Dow Loggins. So Dow Loggins, I need one win by App State in the 2 remaining games. They're at home at Kid Brewer. That's a huge advantage. But home versus Marshall, home versus Arkansas State, they have lost 4 straight games. Mac, they were 4-2, and I was thinking, hey man, they might win 9 games.
Yeah, they might fuck around and get to the playoff. No, they're not even going to get to a bowl game.
I think they're going to go 5-6, or I'm sorry, 5-7.
That's
personally,
a disappointing first year.
That is a disappointing first year. Even though if he wins, he'll hit his win total over by a half game. So we'll see. That was disappointing though. The way you got your ass whooped here, very disappointing.
Well, you just we kind of touched on it with Rich Rod, Eck. We'll get to Mendenhall. You feel like those teams are going up. Those teams are ascending in year one. App State under Loggins has gone downward completely.
And you've kind of seen it with Jonathan Smith at Michigan State. He's in year 2, but that thing's never gotten off the ground.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't just see all right, I could see where this is going to work and you could see the trajectory. No, not with this. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Really bad look so far. It was a weird hire from the start, but we'll see. This game we cashed. Locksley. This is fucking hilarious.
He's back. How do you announce he's back? What do you mean he's back?
We got to talk about this. I meant to bring this up tomorrow night's show, but fuck it, since we're here right now.
How is he back? How is he already back?
Who is their athletic director? Can you research where he was prior?
I mean, who has the nude pictures? What is going on here?
Yes. I want to just
James D. Smith. Where's he at?
I just want to be able to quote what he said, so I'm pulling that up. Maryland AD. This is what he said. On Mike Locksley, he's led Maryland's football to his success has been unprecedented in our 133 year football history, the most. So Locksley has 37 wins in 7 seasons, right? Ralph Friedgen won 31 games in his first 3 seasons and went to the fucking Orange Bowl. How can you make a statement this ridiculous? Bobby Ross, when they had Boomer Esiason and company in the 80s. And don't forget they had fucking Bear Bryant back in the days. Like, what is this statement? And how dumb is this fucking team? Like, how dumb is, like...
He's got to be the first guy ever to get a contract extension or say he's retained on a 6-game losing streak.
Where was the AD prior? Where was this AD prior? I want to know. Did you have that information? Where was he working before Maryland? Because I know he's a recent hire because Maryland's old AD is now at SMU. If I could get where the fuck he was at, because I would love to know their previous coach of where he was at.
He was from the Atlanta Braves. What?
That's right. I do remember the hire now that I think about it. Well, all right, have fun. So he has no idea about football. Okay.
I don't get it. You lose 6 in a row, just like we said jokingly in the preseason episode. And everybody's like, "You guys are Maryland haters." No, this is what Locksley does, and they go, "You're coming back next year." Like, what has made you motivated to be like, "We got to bring Locksley back"?
Well,
those last 6 games, he's got him playing right.
Well, here's the thing: is like, if you want to bring him back, okay, but don't make a statement saying he's the best coach in the history of Maryland, because that one is like, what? What are you talking about? like,
why is he back? What has he done to deserve to come back? He's been horrible.
Yeah, I mean, he won 8 games in 7 games, but like against bad, look at his record against teams with winning records in the Big Ten. I think he has 1 win in his tenure. Maybe it's 2 or something now, but it was 1 for the longest amount of time.
This is ridiculous.
Unbelievable. We cashed on the Illini. They're another team that could go 9-3, by the way, and I think they will go 9-3.
Yeah, they won't put them in. They're not sexy.
Yeah. NC State. Oh my God.
Miami drilled them.
Did you battle me here?
We did. We did out of spite. Yeah. We saw it in your contest. We're like, oh no, Miami's gonna fuck them up. 41-7. Fuck NC State. I hate them. They are a fraud. They suck.
Yeah. And I'll be going to the basketball game tomorrow. But unbelievable. They're still gonna get to a bowl though, dude, because that's what they do. That watch. They will beat either Florida. They're gonna beat Florida State this week. Guarantee you, actually, in Carter Finley. And that's going to get them to 6 wins. They're going to end up 6-6, maybe 7-5. And that's what they do. That's what they do.
Hilarious.
At least Miami finally gave them. That was our most impressive win in like 2 months. The way it happened.
Yeah.
So, 8 shit there. Next up, we had this. We did not bet this, but Western Kentucky did cover. Won by 16. They started to dominate this rivalry all of a sudden. Middle Tennessee, they're stuck with Derek Mason at least for another year, from what I understand. They're doubling down.
What's the record? 1-9.
And how many? What did they win last year? Was it 2 or 3?
2 or 3. I think 3. Not a good start.
What do they got left? They got Sam Houston and New Mexico State.
All right, they might win 1.
Yeah, they could. They could.
Not very good.
Yeah. Stockstill. UCF, Texas Tech. Good. I cashed here. I think we all cashed here. 48-9. I don't think we need to talk much about this. Next up, we have this. We cashed. I mean, we didn't bet this, but we picked this correctly. Nevada +10. What the hell was this, by the way? 55-10.
San Jose has been a joke this year. They missed a bowl.
Unbelievable. That's my worst pick in a while. I thought, well, I had even worse is I had UTSA getting the playoff bid in my preseason projections, with San Jose State being, because I didn't think they would give it to the Mountain West. Unbelievable. This was the year to do it with your schedule too, you fucking losers.
Yeah.
Shout out to Choate. He needed that win. And then we cash. Oh, this was a battle, right?
How the hell did you put it?
And we stormed the field. Got it done. We're back, baby. What do you mean? Memphis had 3 more yards of offense than us.
How did they give up that drive at the end?
Oh, how about that ballsy throw to the corner of the end zone there?
Unbelievable. What a game.
Yeah, great game.
It was lit. It was lit.
Yeah.
We should have went for the game this weekend.
Saturdays. Thursdays are tough, dude. Saturdays, it will always be drunken debauchery.
We need to get a Friday night game there next year.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Shout out to 357. Thoughts about Caleb Williams. He went 354 consecutive passes without an interception. All right. I don't watch the NFL, but I mean, good for him. He's from the DMV.
Yeah.
I got nothing bad to say about the man. Good quarterback, right?
He's talented, despite painting his fucking nails. I'm not a fan of that, but I mean, whatever, float your boat, Caleb.
Next up, we had FAU Tulane. We capped this correctly. FAU covered against Tulane. 35-24, the Green Wave win. But we did lose money on this. We laid the 40.5, and New Mexico State somehow managed to score 9. 42-9 was the final score here in this SEC Classic. Then we had this game. This game was actually, and we did eat shit on Carolina here.
How about Wake?
Dude, when you think about Wake getting robbed that Georgia Tech game, you know they would be in the ACC championship if they had.
Yes, and the NC State game early in the year, kind of looking back on
double-digit halftime lead. I was at that game.
Yeah, like you look back and you're like, man, this team could be right there to fucking make the playoff in year 1 under Dickert. It
is unbelievable.
A hell of a first year. A hell of a first year. Well done, Dickert.
Yeah.
Is that? I mean, is this the biggest overachieve of the year?
It's got to be Eck, right? I mean, if we're basing it off win total, I think it's got to be Eck. But this
actually, no, it's Carney at Kent State.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's a good amount of candidates this year.
Yeah, a couple first year head coaches doing hell of jobs. Dickert, Eck, and Carney did great jobs.
Yeah, shout out to Dickert. It finally came crashing down, Mac.
It's over.
It finally came crashing down.
They're really gonna miss a bowl game.
They got to win out to make a bowl game. This is unbelievable.
What happened to fucking Chadwell?
He's gonna get fired. That job might open. That job might open.
Bobby
you go
Petrino.
4-8. What's that?
Bobby Petrino.
Oh yeah, and that's exactly. Or Hugh Freeze comes home.
Mike Gundy would be so good there.
Or wouldn't they call Hugh Freeze back?
Yeah. They should hire Gundy.
Gundy would be so perfect, ready for you.
Yeah, Gundy with his political views and Liberty with their political views. Oh yeah,
it would be perfect. It would be perfect.
Bring Gundy back and get him back to religion, and then he's fixed. Boom.
And what's crazy is I bet Coastal would want Chadwell back too.
Yeah.
Although we'll get to them in a second, but shout out. What did we say in our preview series? By the way, I know we were so wrong about Liberty, but we did say Willie Simmons is a very good hire at FAU. He's 5-5 right now.
Great
One win away from a bowl. They still have Sam Houston on the schedule. They got to get there, right? They got Jacksonville State and Sam Houston on the schedule. So if they lose at Jack State, okay, you win in Houston against Sam Houston, you're in a bowl game. Let's go. I should bring up, by the way, let me go back to that. So the Conference USA race. Actually, no, I'll bring it up when we get there. Let me jump back to so next up we had Coastal and Georgia Southern. Is Clay Helton gonna navigate his way to another year? Because they're 5-5 now. They've won 2 straight. They survived Coastal Carolina 45-40 in Statesboro. The remaining schedule, Mac, home to Old Dominion and at Marshall.
Yeah,
gotta get one of them. He's gotta get one.
He's back. 6-6.
Unbelievable.
Clay Helton.
Now I want to ask you the flip side of that coin. By Coastal losing this game, they're eliminated from the Sun Belt Championship. Coastal is 6-4 right now. They're at South Carolina next week and then home to JMU. So they're going to go 6-6. Is that enough for Tim Beck to come back next year?
Yeah, I think so.
It is too. I think it is too.
Make a bowl.
Unbelievable. Because I wanted Orgeron. They were so bad. Or Biff Poggi. Yeah. Shout out to Clay Helton there. Utah State UNLV. This one was cash there. Cash on the points. But there was Bronco Mendenhall and Mullen kind of got into it at the when they were shaking hands. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Utah State had a field goal to win the game before it went to the second overtime, and they missed. How do you miss on a venue that's that easy to kick a field goal? How did you miss that field goal?
This one pissed me off, man.
Yeah, this one was brutal.
Fucking should have won this game.
Yeah,
fucking phony team just fucking wins.
Let's talk about this Mountain West race right now because UNLV Hawaii is going to be for everything, right?
Yeah.
But I will say this: Boise has the tiebreaker on UNLV too. So Fresno has a tiebreaker on Boise. Boise has a tiebreaker on New Mexico, UNLV. They don't play Hawaii. This is another one with a 6-way tie right now. That game was critical though, because if Utah State won that, they would have been in a good spot as well. Man, brutal. If you had to place a wager on who is playing in the Mountain West Championship game, who do you think it is? Because I still think the Aztecs could not be the team because they have to play in Albuquerque, right?
Who's Boise got left?
Hold on. So San Diego State has San Jose this weekend in a rivalry game, and then at New Mexico, right? I think they're going to go 1-1 personally. Boise has home to Colorado State and at Utah State. I kind of think they're going to go 1-1.
Yeah.
So that would eliminate Boise. San Diego State would still be in the mix. And then you have the likes of, what did I say? UNLV. UNLV's remaining schedule. You have Hawaii. The winner of that is going to have the inside track on potentially playing this. And then they're Battle of Fremont Canyon and Reno. And then New Mexico. Who does New Mexico have this week? Because I feel like New Mexico wins this upcoming week. Do you have New Mexico's schedule pulled up?
Mexico. They got at Air Force. Ugh.
Oh yeah. I don't know who the fuck's gonna play in this shit.
Give me New Mexico versus San Diego State rematch.
Back-to-back weeks then.
Back-to-back
That'd
weeks.
be interesting. Purdue, Washington.
What a bad game.
We cashed.
Yeah, we cashed. It's just a bad game.
I had a great end of my night. Didn't watch a second of it. Sam Houston State took down Delaware. I cashed on this money line. Sam Houston's won 2 straight. Longo turning that corner.
Chippy.
Yeah. But I still cashed on the points, but I did take the money line as well. It was right there. It was right there for them. There was a terrible missed pass interference call in this game.
Distraction game at its finest here.
Dude like tackles the wideout while the ball's in the air, like a full on hit.
Hilarious.
I mean, look, Ole Miss still played good. Credit to them, but yeah. We cashed on Florida. I did not cash here though, and this is what we need to talk about. So we know the athletic director at Baylor is currently taking a leave of absence, which makes me think: is Dave Aranda going to make it through the season?
I mean, there's only 2 games left, but I don't know if he's back.
I think this one might open, buddy.
Yeah.
They're at Arizona, home to Houston. I think they're going to be dogs in both. Maybe a short favorite against Houston, but
this could be another Mike Gundy spot.
It could be. Could be. I think wasn't he an OC there? He was an OC there, I think, for a year too.
Yeah.
And Whittingham and them, it's almost impossible for them to get to the Big 12 championship. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Bud Elliott. I'll use your logic. Utah would probably beat BYU and maybe even Texas Tech again, but they didn't. So they're going to miss the Big 12 championship. That's reality.
Yeah. If we're doing hypothetical.
Yeah. Like I think Utah is the best team, but they blew those games.
And they didn't have Dampier. He was injured, or he played the Texas. But it's like,
or they had the hypothetical BYU on the road in Provo. Like that's fucking the game.
Yeah, that'll do it to you.
Yeah,
that'll do it to you. Unbelievable. Then we had this game. I did not bet this game, but I know you did.
I'm an idiot.
You took Texas?
Yeah,
I picked Texas, so I'm not going to blame you too much. But Georgia 35, Texas 10. Ass whooping. He owns Sarkisian. Sarkisian's not a good coach, man.
Oh my God, how can anybody argue he
is? Best play caller in the sport. He's the best player caller in the sport. Not buying it. Not buying it. Chris Del Conte is a great athletic director, though. Yeah, Georgia's playing. They're hot right now. I don't think anyone wants to play these dogs. They've turned a corner, it seems like, in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah. Everybody wrote them off. Now they're getting better and better. Defense is getting better, more explosive. The onside kick was the dagger. That's coaching. Sarkisian should enter next year on the hot seat.
I think he will, because their expectations are crazy like that.
Yeah. If he goes 8-4.
If they beat A&M, are they in?
Maybe.
They're going to put him in.
Yeah. They're not going to beat him.
They don't deserve it based on the whole season if you watch the games, but
yeah.
They would put him in. Next up.
Everybody crowned Sarkisian in the offseason. Not a very good coach.
Yeah, I agree. UCLA at the Horseshoe. This game was over in like 5 minutes.
No, Ohio State play anybody? Like, this fucking schedule is a joke. They didn't play Nico.
When you have 20 teams in a conference, there was a nice kick return. Shout out to the real kick return.
That's right.
Styles took it back. Was it Lorenzo Styles?
Yeah, everybody's blowing Ohio State. I'm like, they're playing UCLA with their backup quarterback in Columbus. What do you think they're going to do?
Yeah, terrible. This game was also terrible. Our boy Troy was in the house for this one.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia State one win away from a bowl. The problem is they're at NC State, and are they at Florida or home to Florida? Either way, they're gonna get to a bowl. 6 wins. I think they're losing Friday night at NC State.
Probably.
So that means the Florida game would be for the bowl game.
On both sides too, I think.
No, Florida's only got 3 wins, so they can't.
Oh wait, maybe I'm just brainwashed by ESPN propping up the Florida wins as like top 25 wins. Wow, they only have 3 wins. Yeah, I guess it's going to come down to that final game for Florida State. If they can beat Florida, they're in a bowl game. If they miss a bowl, is Norvell back?
I don't think so. Even at 6-6, I don't know.
Yeah.
Next up, we have this game. Missouri 47, Mississippi State 27. Wow. I did not think Missouri would score 49 points on Mississippi State.
They shit on this one. Shout out to Missouri. They beat the teams they're supposed to beat.
Yeah. Big Ten is very watered down. And when you have that many teams, you can spread them out. Like the SEC's 9-game thing. Like I think the SEC should have always been playing 9 games. But they have less teams. When you have 18 teams, you can spread it out. You can take like your top programs and make it so they only play 3 big games a year because you have that many. It's almost like the NFL. Mississippi State, though, Egg Bowl win, and you're bowling. Cashed here. in the CUSA when I took Jack State 35-26 against Kennesaw. Charles Kelly should be coach of the year too, Mac. What's that?
It's an unbelievable job he's done there.
Yeah. Yeah. So the CUSA.
Jack State's in the driver's seat.
Yeah. CUSA right now. The tops. So right now, if the season ended, it'd be Jacksonville State versus Western Kentucky. But Western Kentucky has a half game lead on Kennesaw and Missouri State. Missouri State's not eligible to get there. So it's either Kennesaw or the tops. And I believe they play each other, right?
I think they do.
They don't. Okay. Well, we're going to find out how the fuck these rules apply. Yeah. But Jack State will be hosting. So there is that. If they win one more game here. Next up, we have. I cashed on this. This was the easiest bet on the fucking weekend.
Right, should have been the biggest bet.
28-3. La Tech wide open. Bobby Petrino. La Tech. It's just the type of program.
Bobby Petrino, Mike Dundee.
Dude, Wazoo has been much better in the second half of the season. Like I know, like Jimmy Rogers, I think turned the corner a little bit there.
Yeah, they're one game away. If they could just win the Oregon State game, they're in a bowl. What about Coach O to La Tech?
I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
that's a no-brainer. I've always wanted him to be the Raging Cajuns coach because that's him. But yeah. I did eat shit. I threw some money at TCU, and boy, did I eat shit. 44-13. What an ass whooping. You know who's been terrible this year, expectation-wise, is TCU.
Yep.
They're going to end up going, what, like 7-5, maybe?
Yeah.
Been a little disappointing.
Hoover looked like shit.
Yeah. I also did eat shit on this one right here because I took Boise, and the Boise backup quarterback situation was fucking awful. Shout out to Sean Lewis and San Diego State, though. These Wisconsin guys, Eck and Lewis, have been dominating. Shout out to both of them. Fun watching the rain. Next up, we had this game. We cashed on this. Easy play. 24-3. Ensign Fresno, 7 wins. Way ahead of schedule. And that's our reaction show. Just like that. We got college basketball to do, folks, so buckle the fuck up. Be back in 20 minutes.
Yep.
Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. The college basketball or the college football experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. YouTube.com/the college experience. We're just getting started, baby. D2 playoff rankings came out today. Or, you know, the not rankings, but the actual playoffs. Oh yeah. Let's go. I'm ready for football. Oh, this is where it heats up. It fucking heats up here. All right. See you in a little bit, folks. This is the college football experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here.
Run and shoot.